So this networking tip is all about answering that awkward question. How often is too often to follow up? Do you know what I mean? When you've been to a networking event and someone said, oh, I might need your services, or one of my clients would be absolutely brilliant for your business. And you do follow up with them. You maybe make some sort of contact and then they don't get back to you. How often is too often before you then chase them again? And then how many times should you chase them? And how often is it before it gets too awkward? The more important question is, how should you follow up? That's really key. The important thing to recognize there is everyone has a favored method of communication. For me personally, I much prefer it when people pick up the phone and ring me directly. I get so many WhatsApps on my phone, it is unreal, and I just can't deal with it. WhatsApp is not a good way to communicate with me at all, and emails are a close second to that, honestly. So for me, I much prefer people to call, but everyone's different. Some people absolutely love email and they much prefer text and that kind of thing. So everyone's got their happy medium. So what I tend to do when I'm following up is, the first thing I'll do is I'll always call them, because if you can get them on the phone, you can get some sort of rapport, you get so much more from that than you will from an email. What's written and what's read is often different. Remember that, that's really key. And the way something's written is going to be different to the way it's read. That's almost guaranteed. But if you ring someone up, they can hear the tone of your voice. They can hear the intonations, the pauses. They can hear the gravitas, the care in your voice. They'll get you a lot better over the phone than they will over an email or a text. Or sometimes audio WhatsApp can be quite a nice way if you're calling them at an unsociable hour. However, if they don't get back to you, then I would definitely recommend after a week or so, use a different form of communication to follow up with them again. And that's really crucial, because if your preferred style is to start with an email, and you've got to go with your preferred style, if that's your style, then that's fine. But if you send them an email and they don't get back to you, all you know is that they haven't got back to you. You don't know that they've received it. They don't know that they've read it. Even if you get a read receipt, you don't know they've read it. It might be their assistant that's read it, or it's somehow gone into the IT department's junk and someone in the IT department's read it. You don't actually know that they have read it. So if you ring them after having sent them an email, that would be an appropriate way. If you've already rung them, send them a text. That would be a nice way to follow up for a second time. And I would say leave it a week. I wouldn't leave it more than that, because the longer you leave it, the less it looks like you care. And if someone's gone on holiday, it's not normally for more than a week. Sometimes a couple of weeks in the summer, but generally speaking, I'd leave it a week. After that, once you've followed up twice, honestly, I would leave it. If someone doesn't come back to you after that time, it generally means that they're probably not interested. But if you really want to do a third one, if you really think this one's really keen and really key and something's just gone awry, I'd leave it 3 months at least, possibly 6 months before you do a final third follow-up. And that really is as far as you want to push it. You don't want to push your luck and make yourself unwelcome on their doorstep. So I hope that helps, gives you an idea of how to structure your follow-ups. And please do comment below if you've got any thoughts, and remember to click subscribe if this has been of value to you.